This little quilt block is called Bright Jewels, and today I'm going to show you how to make a 5-inch version. Welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth and I help you make beautiful things with quilting, pojagi, and embroidery. So Bright Jewels is a quilt block. It is similar to the Alaskan Star or to the Greek Cross, but it does have a few minor differences. And this block is made with 3 colors. And so it has a dark, a light, and then another feature fabric. So today I'm going to show you how to make a block that will finish in your quilt at 5 inches. So let's get started. So to make the Bright Jewel block, you are going to need 12 1.5-inch squares of dark fabric, and I'm using this dark green. You're going to need 13 1.5-inch squares of light fabric, so I'm using this white, and then you're going to need 4 pieces that are 1.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and this is in some kind of contrasting or feature color fabric. So I have this pink floral fabric. So then the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take 8 of our light and dark squares, and we're going to use those to make half square triangles. And like in most of these 5-inch blocks, I'm going to be using what I call the easiest ever method for making half square triangles. And I use this method because these are so small, so the waste that's involved, it doesn't matter as much. That is really offset by the ease of doing this method. So to do this method, I'm going to take 8 of the light 1.5-inch squares, and I'm going to draw a line from corner to corner on that square, and then I'm going to put it right sides together with one of the dark squares, and then I'm going to stitch right on that line. So we're stitching right on the line that we've drawn. Then we will cut away the excess and we will open it up and we'll have a half square triangle piece. Now I have a full tutorial that has all the details, so if you've never seen this method before, you'll probably want to check out that. But this method is familiar to a lot of quilters, so I'm not going to go in all the details. It's also sometimes called stitch and flip. So we're going to make 8 half square triangles with our light and dark fabric. So once all these little half square triangles are done, they should be 1.5 inches square. And the only waste we have is this tiny little piece. If I was making larger half square triangles, for sure I would stitch these together to make bonus half square triangles. But in this size, I don't bother with that. If you want to bother with that, go ahead and make little like 1/2-inch size or whatever they would be. But I usually don't do that. So when our half square triangles are done, we're going to be able to start assembling the corners of our blocks. And so we're going to make 4 identical pieces, and for each corner you're going to need a dark square and then 2 light half square triangles, and these are going to go with the light triangles pointing in towards the middle toward each other, and then a light square. So this is a little 4 patch. We'll join those 2 together, join those 2, and then join them together. But it makes a little arrow with the light color fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble those. And so once I've joined those into pairs, I'm going to press this seam towards the green fabric and this seam towards that solid white square. And I do that so that they're pressed in opposite directions. So now when I go and join those pairs together, the seams will nest nicely together. I can feel it with my fingers, and then I will be able to just stitch that seam easily to hold the 2 pieces together. So once these corners are done, we're ready to lay out the whole block. And so this block has a light square in the middle. And then, as you can imagine, one of these on each of the corners. And then this little feature fabric rectangle will go in here. So these little corner pieces, they should be 2.5 inches square if everything worked out okay. And now we can see we have our pieces laid out. This is 3 across and 3 down. So we're going to join these into rows. And when I sew those into rows, I'm going to press the seams in towards this piece and in towards this piece. So that means on the center piece, they're going to be pressed out toward these side pieces, and that alternates seams. And this also means that in this situation, it's pressed away from this seam. So it's going to go underneath this straight piece. So those will be our 3 rows, and then we'll join our rows together, and then the block is complete. So here's the finished block. And if we look on the back, we can see there's the rows. These seams are pressed to the middle. These seams are pressed out. And then these 2 seams I also pressed into the middle. And I just did that to avoid pressing back onto these seams, because that would cause a lot of bulk. So I hope you have fun with this little block. So if you like this little block, you'll want to check out my whole collection of 5-inch quilt blocks tutorials. So you can find either my playlist on YouTube or a directory on my website, epidastudio.com.